What is going on today, YouTube? Coming out with today's daily video of AEW Dynamite last night. Some of you online thought, it was a mass show. It was a throwaway show. What do you expect Tony Khan to do? He can't put bangers on every week. He's got to space them out because they only have 4 or 5 pay-per-views a year. So what do you expect the man to do? And by the way, I'm using a new podcasting mic. I have it plugged in. I just don't have a stand for it yet. But hopefully this is picking up a lot better than before. But I enjoyed AEW Dynamite last night. There were some spots that were like, but Brody King has finally arrived, and Lance Archer is coming in the title picture with Adam Hangman Page. At first, I thought, it's nothing to take away from Lance Archer. He's great. I love his body of work, but they seem to always drop the ball with him. So it's like when he gets hot, then he gets ice cold, then he gets hot, then he gets ice cold. You can't keep doing that to the man. I'm sorry, Tony Khan, but you can't keep doing that to the man. But in any case, the first thought in my mind was like, is this the big surprise? Really? Lance Archer? Because they did the little countdown. I'm like, but then once I saw Malachi Black, I'm like, I'm thinking Brody King's coming out. That's the first thought. And he kept doing the one more, one more, one more. And sure enough, it was Brody King. And man, does he look like a badass. He really, really does. He's another big guy they need. Wardlow, major props to Wardlow. Apparently, WWE was really scouting that match and has interest in Wardlow. Well, I think he's an AEW lifer. He's seen what you people have done to talent, cutting them in like 3 months, not use them, and he would be very foolish to go to WWE, in my opinion. But then again, it could be good for him to get some more exposure, but they don't offer long-term deals there anymore. So I'd be very cautious and get a no-cut contract in my clause. If I don't have that, I'm not going. But I know Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard and company, they don't like those no-cut clauses, so they try to get people to be temps, basically. Whoever thought in WWE they'd be hiring temps? Like, what is this, the real world? Come on. And then they're going after Impact and AEW talent. Well, if you didn't fire half the roster and actually had plans for them, you wouldn't be in this situation now, would you? It's amazing what happens, isn't it? But I kind of knew that CM Punk was going to win, but Wardlow just beat the living shit out of him, and he just sitting there laughing. Like, powerbomb me again, powerbomb me again, powerbomb me again. And he did a small package. Now, if we roll up a small package, now AEW doesn't do that all the time. They're not notorious like WWE doing fruit roll-ups every single week, but there is a difference. And what CM Punk did was not a fruit roll-up, it was a small package. And that was the only way he would get a win on Wardlow. And actually, that was booked perfectly because it keeps Wardlow looking strong. CM Punk put him over big time. Big time. I mean, if he's not a household name before, he definitely is now. I mean, I could see a turn coming between Wardlow and MJF, and hopefully this will put Wardlow in the direction that he needs to go to be able to get some credibility on his own, maybe get a title, TNT title, something this year. But you got other guys lost in the shuffle that deserve that opportunity too. And I'm shocked that Andrade still hasn't had a title yet, but I can see him getting one this year, hopefully. If not, then Andrade was a fail. And I don't want to see that. He's super talented, and we really want to see Andrade succeed. But there's parts in the show where I'm like seeing people online going, there goes the ratings. I think that was through towards the second hour. I mean, but the flow, I think, of the show really was perfect. And Tony Khan was giving other people opportunities to be on the show. But Bear Country, man, they're getting a jobber entrance like nobody's business. I mean, I don't even know why they're there, honestly. They have so many tag teams. I don't know what to do with them. I really don't know what to do with them. I mean, they could be good. I don't know, but I think it's time to keep them on Dark or maybe Rampage until they get some more wins under the belts and start getting recognition. But for now, I don't see Bear Country going anywhere anytime soon. The tag team division is already completely stacked. What else can they possibly do? But I do like that Undisputed Era did start the show. And then, of course, they had the Hardly Boys, as Jim Cornette says, coming on out there. And the first thing I posted online was like, oh, Jim Cornette's going to have a lot of fun with this open. Because you got Adam Cole, you got the Hardly Boys, and then his little beef with Kenny Omega online. They're just like, he calls them Twinkle Toes and Olivier. But we know he's a good wrestler. Kenny Omega's awesome. And hopefully he'll be back very, very soon. I hope John Moxley is back very, very soon because the company definitely needs them. But it was a good open, good little back and forth. And then Undisputed Era pointing at them saying, we are going to get the tag team titles before you do because that was our resolution too. And Adam Cole was like, isn't this great? A little friendly competition. This is why we're the greatest faction of all AEW. Tony, please get Adam Cole away from these goofs. I don't see any more purpose for Nick and Matt Jackson, honestly. They won the titles. They've been there for 3 years. This people get turned off by them. They really do. And it's like, Tony, you've got other talent you can use in this spot. But when Kenny Omega comes back and has a little confrontation with Adam Cole, that will be very exciting to see. I will say that the main event was good too with Sammy Guevara and with Dante Martin, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I may have forgotten already, but I think it was Dante Martin, yeah, 2.0, or Daniel Garcia. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It was Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. But they put on an awesome match. It was a really good main event, and Sammy Guevara got the win, so it looks like they're doing is they're going to unify the interim TNT title, or is it TBS title? TNT title? I have no fucking clue. And then they're going to unify the TNT title, which they kind of have to because it's going on TBS. Because they can't have the TNT title on TBS. That would make no sense. So maybe they'll go to Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon route, have two titles hanging up on the ring, and then they'll have a ladder match, and that's how the winner will be decided. I like the direction they're going. I hope they do go with that. And hopefully that's what we'll see. But a very good Dynamite. I still see them getting 1 million. Excuse me. I do see them getting 1 million viewers this week. But next week Tony Khan did staff the card a little better. So he knows he's got to keep the consistency on TBS to keep the network happy. And with them not having to move around so much anymore and staying directly on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, now I see the ratings I think are going to stay the same at 1 million unless they get some newer talent or better storylines, especially a Bray Wyatt. Will definitely bring him up a couple 100,000 more. And I think that's what WWE is worried about, and that's why they're trying to go after Wardlow, MJF, and some others they have their eye on. But can you see MJF in WWE? No, he would be so scripted and so edited. I think you'd be stupid to go to WWE. Look how they treated him before. Anytime I go look up MJF in WWE, I see him walking in the hallway. Is that really where you want to go, Mr. Maxwell? To Little Brucey that you have on speed dial, which everybody has on speed dial, according to CM Punk? Oh my goodness. But looks like next week they're going to get CM Punk and Shawn Spears, and then hopefully after that will be CM Punk and MJF, because who else does MJF have to hide behind? There's really nobody else he has to hide behind. So if they're going to drag this on to Revolution, that's like 6 weeks. Jeez, I don't think MJF has any more people he can put in front of CM Punk. And many people are saying MJF should get Punk his first loss. Yes and no. I see that MJF is already over his spot. So, I mean, a loss would not hurt him, but he's already technically lost to Captain Sean Dean with that CM Punk getting him intentionally disqualified. So, then again, MJF having lost another loss would not look good on him. But they're kind of booked in the corner here. Do you give the win to MJF to put him over more, or do you keep CM Punk with a clean, undefeated record? I think him and Jade Cargill are the only ones left undefeated since Daniel Bryan just got his first loss. So if Tony Khan wants to have anyone have the Goldberg-like streak, he's got a decision to make here. Does he keep it with MJF, or does he let CM Punk get another victory? But Punk is also there to put people over, and I don't think Phil would have a problem putting MJF over if that's what he's asked to do. Because, I mean, he's got 10 wins. He could take a loss to MJF and get 10 more wins back. So I don't think that's going to slow his momentum. So we'll see what happens. We got to let it play out. As people say online, we got to let it play out. So that's what we need to do. Tony knows what he's doing. So it was a decent Dynamite. I thought I'd give you guys a little bit longer video. I'm not going to do like detailed move by move. That's FJD from NY206's Stitch. I'm not going to take someone else's uh, show away from them. That's not what I'm about. I'm just here giving you my insight of what I thought of each segment and to be a little different from everybody else. But thank you guys so much. If you can, please leave a like on this video, comment, share, subscribe, and please turn the bell on so you know when new videos are coming out. I've been doing my best to do videos daily. That way you guys can stay engaged in my channel. I really do appreciate it. And right now this is all I have, so if you guys can please, I really need your support. It's all free. It's not going to cost you anything to subscribe and leave a like or a comment on the video. As you can see in previous videos, I do engage a lot and I enjoy reading your comments and commenting back to you. It gives me something to do and it makes me feel important. So I hope the sound was okay. Again, this is a new microphone that I'm testing out. Always trying to get new material for the show. So also, I'm going to post down in the description down below, bonfire.com/madness-elite. You still got a couple weeks to get some t-shirts, get some hoodies, get some tote bags. I've been very busy trying to create merchandise for you guys. And I've even got a WWE Brawl t-shirt on there, custom made. Had a friend do the picture and I put the rest together. So I really appreciate your support on that. There's always Patreon. You can go on patreon.com/madness-elite. I really appreciate that as well. And I hope to see you guys on there. I will see you on Twitter. I'm there daily checking on things, seeing if you guys are watching the channel. If there's anything you'd like me to record as well, please feel free to leave that in the comment section, and I will be glad to take a look at it and most likely record it for you, because how many times in life do we hear that saying, oh, I'll take a look at it, and it never happens. So I don't want to be that type of dude. You know, I want you to have someone you can go to that you can trust and that you know will take the time for you. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I will see you back for SmackDown, unless I do a little short video tomorrow. I wanted to make this a little longer for you so you guys can see my more detailed side. I really thank you guys. Thank you for choosing Madness Elite and coming here today. It means so much to me, and I am the type that follows back, that subs back, and also checks out your guys' videos. So let me know if you have any new videos that you would like me to see. So until next time, guys, take care of YouTube. I love you. IWC, I will see you later.